Good morning, students. So, in the last class, we have begun the subtopic impact of imperialism. The impact of imperialism. So, today we are going to see the two effects of imperialism. Those are positive effect and negative effect. Positive effect and negative effect. In the positive effect, the number one, the imperialistic nations built roads, canals, and railways in the colonies of Asia and Africa. So, the positive impact or effect was that imperialistic nations, they built roads, canals, and railways in the colonies of Asia and Africa. Next point, they established many new industries in these colonies for their own benefits, but in the course of time of their development, they also benefited the people of the colonies. So, these imperialistic nations, they established many new industries in the colonies. For what? For their own benefits, but in the meanwhile of their development, they also benefited the people of the colonies. Okay, so while making or establishing new industries for the colonies and for their benefits, in the same time the people of colonies also benefited by these industries. Okay. Number three, they introduced improved medical care and better methods of sanitation in the colonies. So, as well as these imperialistic nations, they introduced improved medical care. Okay, improved medical care and better methods of sanitation in the colonies. Okay, now next point, they introduced new technology and paved the way for modernization. Okay, because this we are learning about the medieval period, and by the time these imperialistic nations, they introduced new technology, okay, new technologies, and they paved the way and they made the way for the modernization. Okay, so these were the positive effect of the imperialism. Now we will see the negative effects. Okay, negative effects. What are the negative effects? Number one, by breaking up the age-old patterns of agrarian economy in the colonies and by forcing them to grow commercial crops, they destroyed the self-sufficiency of their rural society. So, what is age-old patterns of agrarian? Age-old means very old or ancient patterns, okay, of agrarian economy. Earlier, when we see the history, is agrarian, they were self-dependent, okay, and their main occupation was agriculture, and they cultivated crops for their self sufficiency. Okay, okay, and for their own. Okay, and that is why their economy was grown by the cultivation of crops. And now these imperialistic nations, they broke up the age old, that means that ancient patterns which through which this agrarian used to cultivate the crops for themselves. Okay, and that is why they were forced to grow commercial crops now. For the commercial purpose, they were forced to grow the crops, and that is why imperialistic nations, they destroyed the self sufficiency of the rural society. Okay, and the rural people started to suffer because they started to grow commercial crops and not for themselves, they started to grow, and that is why their self sufficiency is destroyed. Okay, who destroyed? These imperialistic nations. Okay. Next point, number 2 is they made land revenue policies according to their own benefits and charged exorbitant land revenue and evicted the farmers from their land in case of non-payment. This ruined the very base of economic development of the countries of Asia and Africa. Okay, exorbitant means very expensive. Okay, this means very expensive, and evicted means to force somebody to leave the place or land. Okay, so these imperialistic nations they made land revenue policies according to their own benefits. Okay, they looked for their own benefits and charged very heavy amount of land revenue from the farmers. Okay, and those farmers who could not pay the land revenue, they were chased out from their house or from their lands. Okay, so this was the result of non-payment. Okay. And because of this, it ruined the very base of economic development. Okay, in the of the countries of Asia and Africa. And because of this, because people were evicted or they were forced to leave their houses or land, so it ruined the very base of the economic development of the countries of Asia and Africa. Okay. Next point, the imperialistic nations ruined the traditional handicrafts and cottage industry of the colonies and rendered many people jobless. Okay, as well as these imperialistic nations, they ruined, okay, they destroyed the traditional handicrafts and cottage industries of the colonies, and they made many people jobless. Okay, they made many people jobless because of ruining the traditional handicrafts and cottage industries. Number 4, they considered themselves socially superior and culturally more advanced than the people of the colonies. Okay, so these imperialistic nations had already, we have seen that they believed in the black and white. Okay, so the countries, the people of Asia and Africa, they were black, and so they were considered as the not advanced people. Okay, and because the imperialistic nations people or Europeans, they were white and they considered themselves as socially superior to the Asia and Africans. Okay, and also culturally more advanced than the people of the colonies. Colonies were usually in Asia and Africa. Okay, and therefore they introduced many changes in the system of education and the customs and cultures of these colonized countries. Okay, and because they considered themselves superiors, they introduced many changes in the system of education and also the customs and cultures of the colonies, okay, or colonized countries. In many parts of the colonized countries, the traditional cultures were destroyed and replaced by Western cultures. And we can see that many parts of the colonies or colonized countries, the traditional cultures of the colonized countries were destroyed by the Western culture and also by replaced by Western culture. So this is the end of our chapter 1, a period of transition. In the next class we will begin the question answer. Okay, thank you.